Alright, and welcome back. Here we are at the Mithrest Inn in Athkatla, and for reasons I explained previously, Lilly's decided to make an initial expedition to Watcher's Keep. Not only does she want to raise, well, at least 100,000 coin just for spells alone, but it would probably be a good training expedition for Mazzy. Not to mention, actually, good training probably for Imoen as well. But she doesn't want to risk Nalia on what we expect to be fatal traps at the keep. So I think she's actually going to leave her behind and hire a specialist instead that's more expendable. In anticipation of that, taking back some of this company equipment that's more, I guess, rogue-oriented. Alright. Including the gem bags. Have to admit, I almost feel a little bad myself. Because Nalia was awfully happy to be back in Lilly's company not too long ago. Now she's being dismissed. Only temporarily, though.
Shall we continue on? Or has this ended our travels?
Alright, so Lilly telling Nalia to wait for her here at the Mithrest Inn.
Yep.
I think we're only going to need a few things. Should be a vigil stone to grant access to the keep and a ritual scroll, although we don't expect that we'll find the imprisoned one on this first expedition. It'll probably take 2 or 3 till we reach that final and 5th level. This is just a start. Alright. Plus, I think on the way back from this first expedition, we want to stop at the book merchant in Imsvale. See if he's interested in these books on vampirism that we picked up from Bodhi's lair. As they seem quite unique. Alright. Okay.
What?
Probably appropriately sad music as we leave Nalia behind. Yeah, Lilly's hoping to hire on the services of Jan Jansen in the government district. I think he's been there selling turnips, possibly for too long. Might be a little rusty in his skills. We'll have to see. In fact, I don't think Lilly has much confidence he's going to survive long at Watcher's Keep, but that actually would be the purpose he would serve. Otherwise, the only other candidate was possibly Herr de Lys at the Five Flagons. I think his profession is classified as a blade, which is a type of bard. I guess at least in Lilly's mind, of course she'd be flattered to hear tales written of herself. That's not really what she's looking for. Maybe when we come back. So I think he has his front here in the park, selling turnips. Yeah. I'm not too sure, but I think halflings and gnomes, as little folk,
How may I assist?
have some type of affinity. So I think Mazzy will approach Jan.
I don't feel like I fit in with the people in the city anymore.
Well, by Aunt Petunia's beard, a ghost from my past? Looking to buy some turnips, perhaps?
Alright, Mazzy asking Jan if he's interested in work. Adventuring, huh? I don't know. Making close to 6 gold per week in this exciting field of black market veggies. What would people say? Alright, I guess Mazzy jesting back. As Uncle Scratchy used to say, a true friend is a bold-faced liar. Let us depart then, my companion. I've an itch to pepper a few hobgoblins with crossbow bolts. Alright, I guess he agreed.
I just came here to find some turnips, I swear!
Hey, turnip boy. I guess we shouldn't be surprised, there's already problems. Oh, but this is Beeloo Jansen. I guess a family member. Yeah, okay, it's his cousin. I see that you've gathered some formidable friends since I've last seen you. Well, they're not gnomes, but they're not a total loss either. Some of them can get through an entire battle without my needing to babysit them. Quite remarkable for the non-gnomish. Where's your elephant? Back in the circus. Judge didn't think elephants had the right to choose in a custody battle. Poor Jeffrey. Nailed me with a theft charge, too. Just got out of prison. I'll tell you, Jan and his family, quite interesting. Yeah, of course, he actually escaped from prison. They should hire a better locksmith. Listen, Jan, you haven't come by the house for a long time. We've been looking for you. Asking what's wrong. It's Lissa, I'm assuming. Not Lisa. Lissa. She's staying with us now. Asking if a nameless he hurt her. You should talk to her yourself. I promised to give you the message, but I have to go. Been dodging bounty hunters for days. Farewell, cousin. See you soon. Lissa. Alright. So it sounds like...
It looks like something serious is afoot. I'll have to be heading back to my home in the slums district.
Yeah, I'm sure Lily would be more inclined to just meet him later then. I think Mazzy will ask what's going on. You're welcome to come with me. I know not what the story will be, so I'm not sure if you'll actually need to do something. Alright, Mazzy asking who Lissa is. It's not an easy tale for me to tell. This girl, Lissa, that my cousin mentioned, is an old friend of mine. More than a friend, I should say. She grew up poor like me. It was a hard life, but there was happiness to be found. I loved Lissa like I've never loved another. She was the most beautiful girl in Athkatla. I was not the only one to think so, however. She had several suitors when she came of marrying age. I worried little about it. I was her closest friend, and she claimed to love me. There are many gnomish families in Athkatla. Life is very different for gnomes so used to woods and caves of the country. Many of the families struggle with poverty in exchange for the safety of the city walls and Amish law. Some families do very well. Here's that nameless he again. He came from one such family. I think Lily's wondering, what on earth is taking so long over here? Oh, here it is. Vaelag must be the he. That he was worried had hurt Lissa, coming from this wealthy family. Or, not necessarily family, but wealthy himself. Vaelag is the gnome who runs old business in the gnomish areas of Athkatla. Alright, Mazzy guessing he's a criminal. Yes. He's a thief who pretends to be an honest merchant. Rumor has it that he reports directly to the Shadow Thieves. Regardless, he was not a pleasant person. He was a bully and a cruel man. He enjoyed exercising power. He was also suave, sophisticated, and very, very rich. I'm sure Lily would be interested to discover that. I'd asked Lissa to marry me, and she had agreed. We were to be married at the Midsummer's Festival the following year. That was before she'd met Vaelag. Like most men, he took a liking to her immediately. He swept her off her feet. He showered her with gifts and city cultural events. Alright, at the time he thought Vaelag had cast a spell on Lissa, but then he realized that she had done it of her own volition. She was pregnant shortly afterwards and they were married. I would have given her that world had I been able. I don't really believe it matters anymore. I just want her to be happy. Vaelag is a petty and cruel man, but she loved him more than she loved me. Alright, so he wants to go back to his home, of course. I guess Mazzy will tell Lily that Jan needs to get his things. But it's actually been a while. Met Jan a long time ago. Yeah, he's been selling turnips for an awfully long time here in the government district. Wow. Okay. Thief Illusionist. Alright, but his detect traps skill is adequate for Lilly's needs, at least. But he's not too good at hiding, I guess. Alright, proficient with short swords, that's good. Alright. Likes to talk about turnip beer and their wondrous medicinal properties. Okay. So I think we've looked at some of this already. Just need to remind myself. Flasher Launcher. Yeah, this is his crossbow-like weapon of his own invention. So, the lady really doesn't want to expend anything to outfit him, but she'll at least spare a few coins to buy him some bolts. And I think this is his custom ammunition. Flasher Master Bruiser Mates. Not sure how he actually makes these, or what he makes them of. The ability to stun opponents. Okay. Yeah, Jansen Adventure Wear. Patent pending. Dry clean only. Jansen brand Techno Thieving Gadgetizer Gloves trademarked. They got style. And Jansen brand Micro Macro Spectroscopes, official spectroscopes of the Purple Brotherhood. Detect invisibility once per day. That's handy. Alright. So I'll outfit him now. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could find another potion of invisibility. I can't recall what merchant might have one, though. Maybe Sister Galena at the top of Watcher's Keep has one. That would be handy. Alright, so Cloak of Non-Detection, Healing Potions, Invisibility, Oil of Speed. He's proficient with short swords. Boots of Stealth. Ring of Lockpicks and Danger Sense. Alright. Gem Bags. Plus, he's an illusionist. With armor class 6, probably will need stone skin. Would like him to memorize haste. And mirror image could be good for traps. Alright, identify. Okay.
Yes?
Don't yell. I can hear you just fine.
Oh, create bruiser mates is a special ability of his. Hold on. So how does that actually done? Let's try that now.
Jan Jansen at your service.
It's probably once per day. Yep. And it creates 5 of them. It's handy. Alright.
What is it?
So he gets 5 bruiser mates per day. Alright, so returning to Jan Jansen's home in the slums.